Welcome to today's episode of UNTOLD Podcast.
That's a fucking brilliant intro. I'm Ash.
And I'm Chris.
And today we wanted to do... I thought this was quite good, actually, because we've got a lot of new listeners, which is absolutely lovely. We've gone from 3 to 7, Chris.
Buzzing, mate. Buzzing. Feel like
But
I've completed life.
there's a lot of new listeners in the last couple of episodes, in the last couple of weeks. So I thought we'd go back to who we are and why we started this podcast. And I wanted to read this because I haven't seen this before, and you were debating whether to talk about this.
I know. I was like, shall I send it to him or shall I not?
But I feel we need to. I just feel we need to, in respect to ourselves.
I think it's like the elephant in the room for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
When
and I
I
haven't seen this because I would have hit the roof. I don't understand the point of this new and this is a 1-star review, by the way, that someone left on Apple Podcast. I mean, why you go out of your way to write this, I have no idea. I don't understand the point of this new podcast. I had respect for Des and what he was trying to achieve on social media with the old podcast. Every episode is full of toxic masculinity, and I'm a male. You all sound like you hate the world and blaming the world for your problems. Very damaging for your personal brand, Des, especially associating yourself with the other two clowns.
To be fair, my nickname at school was Clown. So whoever that is has got a little bit of a point there with me. But I'd like to think of Clown as funny rather than some toxic masculinity twat, as I'm being referred to there, really.
And I don't think that's fair, Chris. I really don't think. I don't think that I'm have any traits of toxic masculine. I can't even say the fucking word.
When you can't say it, you don't really have it. I'll be honest with you, mate. I've asked quite a few people because it's actually something that's played on my mind. Because the whole point in the podcast, now that Des isn't part of it, is to try and be relatable, try and be as honest, and trying to give people value. That's all we want to do. And how is that toxic masculinity?
Yeah,
like, I don't get it. And I know probably people might listen and go, well, why are you bringing up a review on the podcast? Because it's actually quite a damaging thing as well. Like not just for people to read, but for us to read it as well. I don't agree with it.
Yeah. I mean, who goes out of their way to write a 1-star review like that as well? Just calling me and you clowns. The bloke's never met us, or the girl, I don't know who it is. They've never met us. They don't know what.
Exactly.
And I thought it was important in this episode, like I said, because we've got new listeners listening and they know nothing about us.
Yeah.
They know nothing about the podcast. Now, the idea of this podcast, some of the episodes may have sounded like we hated life, we hated the world, but there's a lot of people that do. It's relatable.
Exactly that, mate.
I mean, I bet you most people listening, there are things in their life that they'd love to change and they have no idea where to start with it and how to do it. And that's why I wanted to do the podcast. Look, obviously, I'm not slating Des. He just had he wanted to take the podcast down the route that suited him the best.
Yeah.
He wanted to do a podcast about making money online.
Yeah.
I don't want to do I haven't made no money online.
Exactly.
I don't intend to make any money online. I want to do a podcast that helps people.
It was never the conversation, was it?
No.
It was never the original conversation to do that. It was always to try and bring some value to people's lives, to help people to, I'm big on mental health, so it was always going to go that route a little bit as well. And obviously you're kind of the same person as me. So it's, I don't really know what to say, to be fair.
I just think it's funny.
The comments that we have got from people that I've spoken to is, the podcast is brilliant. Like, if only more people listen to it. Like, I've listened to that and I took something out of it. We've had people's husbands have listened and we've got messages from the wives and stuff, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So to get that comment, it's quite upsetting, to be fair.
It is upsetting because when we first sat down and we said, right, we want to do a podcast about life. We want to be authentic. We want to be relatable. We want to tell the stories that we want to be men that open up, that wear our hearts on our sleeve in front of a camera. And hopefully
I think we've proved that over the last few weeks as well,
And I don't know. I don't have time for negativity and shit like that. Yes, sometimes the things I say may come across as negative, but you've got to address that. You've got to understand that. And this is something I've learned over the last few years, and especially the last few weeks, is we live in a bubble. You can't control what's happening in London, in Sadiq Khan, in politics, in this and that. You can't control that. But what you can do is do something every day to make tomorrow better. And that's what it's about. You've got to realise that there are some things, and I probably do say things that are negative, as would you do, as would anybody else do. But the
Sorry,
idea...
mate, very unprofessional there. I've left my phone on loud. I do apologise.
That's all right, mate. I've turned mine off because it drives me fucking mad. So, yeah. But without Des, me and you wouldn't be sitting in this room.
No, it's whatever. I said to you the other day, whatever happened in the past and whatever happens in the future, he did put us together. And I'm actually quite grateful for that, to be fair, because I do class you as quite a good friend now. So.
And that's it. And we get on and we have banter and things. And you've pushed me for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And I've pushed you through times when you've been.
Yeah, man.
And it's good because we're like in this thing. And yeah, we trust each other. I trust you that you've got the podcast's best interest, and you trust me that I've got the podcast's best interest, and all we want to do is grow it and get guests on.
Exactly that. So I'd just like to say, I'm very sorry if I came across as a, what's it called again?
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic. Yeah, well, I'm very sorry if I come across that, because I am not that sort of person at all, and anybody that knows me thinks that is so far from the truth. And I'll take comfort in that. But if that's how I've come across on the podcast, I do apologise.
Yeah. And if I've come across as negative on the podcast, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's all about growth.
Exactly.
We're growing.
Exactly that.
Every day we're doing things. So this is going to go a bit...
But of course, if you don't listen to the podcast, you don't have to listen to it.
Exactly. If you don't like us, then fuck off.
Exactly.
Basically, like I'm not here to make friends with the world.
You can't please everybody, can you? That's a fact of life. So, but 1-star review with that sort of comment, I just think was a little bit harsh.
Yeah. But if you do listen to the podcast, then we need to get that 1-star review that's damaged the 5 reviews. I think that we've actually got 12 reviews on Apple Podcasts. If you do listen to the podcast religiously and you like me and Chris, then please take the time to go and leave us a review. Add a comment, because it helps push it to more people.
Of course it does, yeah.
The idea is to help people.
Come on then, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So a reintroduction of who we are, Chris, I think.
Right. You go first.
I'll go first.
Because you always seem to be the one that talks the most.
Because I love the sound of my own
exactly,
voice.
Yeah.
Sorry, do I need to change that? No, listen as if you're
I'm
listening.
just joking, mate. I'm gap filling because I'm trying to figure what to say, to be fair.
What to say about you. Or we could introduce each other.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hi, my name's Ash. I run a company called Aura Surfaces. I've got a few members of staff working for me. I've got a massive showroom with loads of stock in it. It looks amazing. I don't really know much else about you. No, I do, but I don't want to give you personal details out on the podcast.
Well, that's fine. Well, that's what we're doing. We've got
I'm 5'2".
I've got a really small penis.
No. I don't know that yet. No. We haven't got that close.
No, hopefully you won't either. But you never know. You never know what's wrong.
Oh, hang on. No, we're coming across a little bit masculine.
Yeah, no, stop that, please.
Sorry. No, go on. You go.
What, about me or about you?
No, about you, mate.
About me.
Yeah.
All right, my name's Ashley. I'm 38 years old, I think. I have to check sometimes because you get to that age now. I'm 38 years old. For the last couple of years, life has been a bit of a struggle. Closing down a business, losing people, just really not knowing which way to turn. So I started a new business, Aura Surfaces. I closed down a 25-year-old family business and went through the rigmarole of all of that. I was in a very dark place and I decided I needed some help. And the only way to get that help is to help yourself. And I found by talking and reaching out, it really did help me. And this goes into what's happened to me in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I don't want to keep banging on about it, but my old man was a legend. I loved him. So for the next few episodes, he may drop in there. But he taught me everything I know.
Why not, mate?
And I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. I wanted to do a podcast because I feel that it can help people. By me and you talking and sharing or airing our highs and lows and things, I think it could help someone. And we've had that from the reviews and the comments that people leave us. I am a dad of 3. I'm a husband. And life is tough. And that's not negative. That's the truth.
Exactly, yeah.
That's where we're at. Life is tough. And I love doing the podcast. When we stopped doing this podcast for a bit, I was a bit lost without it. It's like
I felt like it was bleeding without a plaster on.
Yeah, I was just so that's me. I'm 38 years old. I'm a father of 3. I'm a husband. I'm a dad. I'm a son. I'm a brother. I'm a friend, and I'm a normal person struggling through the rocky roads that life is throwing us at the moment.
It's a pretty bumpy road at the moment as well, isn't it, mate? Unfortunately.
Shall I introduce you, Chris?
Go on then, mate. Go on. You do have your little bit first.
I am. Hi, my name's Chris, and I quit my job and I sell products on TikTok.
Dickhead.
No, I'm joking. No. I'll let Chris introduce himself. And Chris is very. He doesn't like to gloat. Chris doesn't. You don't like to gloat, do you?
Yeah, there's not much to gloat about me.
No,
mate,
there
really,
is, man. There is. You should be proud of what you've done. You should be really.
I feel bad for not saying something nice about you now.
I don't care, mate. I don't need a pat on the back, mate. I'll do it myself. So, yeah. Go on, Chris. Who are you? What's your name and where'd you come from?
Hi, my name's Chris. I'm 43 years old. And I'm from...
Are you really?
Yeah, I am, yeah. 43, no. Obviously, I'm Chris. We all know this already. If you listen to many podcasts, but I'm Chris, 43. Family man, proper family man. Family is everything to me. My children and my missus and my dog are literally the most important thing to me in my life. And my friends are very, very close because I've always said in my life, you can choose your friends, you can't choose your family. So the friends that I do have, they are very, very important to me. I now, for a living, my day-to-day job is TikTok. I'm a TikTok shop creator, whatever you want to call it, live presenter. I used to work in the construction industry, one of the worst places to work for your mental health, and I believe in helping people for mental health issues and all that sort of stuff. I just want to just give some value to people. I'm fed up. I've always gone through life trying to help, but at the same time, you take all the time as well, didn't you? But when you're taking and you're not giving back, it's actually not a very nice feeling. So that's why I wanted to do a podcast. And originally I was going to do a podcast on men's mental health in the construction place. But then obviously Des put us in touch. We all got together. Des has left. And now the main two are still going and we got the same beliefs. And that's why this podcast is going to work, you know? There's not much else to say, really. I don't really know. I don't, like Ash just said, I don't really like talking about myself anymore. I feel very uncomfortable doing it right now. I've got some amazing things in the pipeline. But other than that, just get up in the morning, appreciate life, love my family and my friends. What else do you want out of life?
That's it, isn't it? And that's what I've, like the last few weeks, and I've said it before, my old man had a strong thing. He said, live and love every day. And I didn't really know, and he used to say, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. He said that to me quite a lot. And I was like, yeah, well, of course, that's not going to happen to us. And then one day it happens. And now those words mean more to me than they ever have. And I think we've got to get up. We've got to get on with it. I think life is going to throw you some curveballs when you least expect it. But I think it's important to talk about it. Like, I find that talking about my experiences, not just in the last few weeks, but talking about my experience with, like we had the conversation about parenthood last week.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about that. There's a lot of people.
I have to admit, for anybody that did listen to that podcast as well, and it pains me to say this, but Ash was right.
What was I? What about?
I come into the studio today and he's a completely different kid. He's been amazing for the last few days. I think it was just where Sam had an operation and he didn't enjoy seeing his mum with plasters and cuts all over her. I think that's all it was.
And that's it. And I think, but there's a lot of people that have commented on the 50,000 million reels that I put out because I was drunk when I did it, sitting in Spain on the laptop. Yeah, post that. It's done now for a week. A lot of people have commented and reached out and said, you're not alone. I feel the same. I feel your pain and that. And that's just like acknowledging.
But that's the purpose of the podcast. We're going back to 10 minutes ago, aren't we? That's what we want to do. We want people to read it. We want people to listen to it and watch it and go, oh, thank fuck for that. I'm not on my own. Oh, at least somebody else is going through that. Or actually, maybe I can deal with things that way and it'll help me. You know, like, it's just what it's all about. All I can think about is that review.
Yeah. No, yeah, but like, fuck the review. Do you know what I mean? There are a lot of people in your life who will be jealous of you. They don't want you to succeed. And I've had this in my life. And there's a lot of people. There's some people that there's someone that I really want to get on as a guest, but he's very, very busy, who would agree with me. His journey from where he went to where he's got to, he's had to shed some fat. He's had to shed a lot of people that he never thought back in then because he didn't align with them. And there's a lot of people, like, I've always been quite I've not been jealous of people. I've not been jealous of my friends when I was in a 2-bedroom flat and they were buying a 4-bedroom house, gutting it, doing it up, driving a Porsche. I'm never jealous of them. I'm happy for them. And that builds me up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that will be jealous of your success. They won't want to see you succeed and they'll want to try and pull you down with them. And you've got to shed that fat, unfortunately, as hard as it may be. Yeah. It could even be your parents. Prove them wrong. Don't listen to it and prove them wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love doing the podcast. I love the Untold Podcast. It's sort of been my brainchild to the point where this is the second studio I've ever built.
Yeah.
The first one I built, I had to move out of, and I never even used it.
Right, I didn't even know that, to be fair.
So I built this studio, and that's sort of how we've all come together. But obviously, with what's happened, things have changed. We should have had a couple of really decent guests on by now who have got a lot to say, who are very good, one in the mental health space, who we will get on very soon. But obviously, I had to cancel it because I was in Spain, etc. So we want guests on the podcast because now we've set up the Riverside thing. We can sit in here, we can have someone on the telly, and we can do podcast. So if you're not in Sussex but you've got a story to tell, then get in touch. We had a message on the thing yesterday. A 28-year-old, he's going through stage 4 cancer. He wants to tell his story. Come on then, let's give you a platform to tell your story, because your story's going to help someone else.
This is it. You know, I sat upstairs when you mentioned that and I thought, God, that's going to be a horrific story. But actually, there's going to be people listening to it that are going through exactly the same. Just
or
like you losing your dad, you know,
yeah.
like it's all relevant to everybody, isn't it? Somebody's going to go through the same thing that we're talking about every week. And that's kind of what we're hoping that we can give that sort of reassurance and a little bit of help to.
And we want to stay authentic. We don't want a polished fucking episodes. We don't want polished. We don't want... Do you know what I mean? We just want it to be an honest podcast.
To be fair, you're not going to get much polish with me and you, are you? Let's face it.
You can't polish a turd, Chris. But you can wrap it in glitter.
Yeah.
We want to mix in... We don't want them all to be serious, do we? We don't want every episode to be doom and gloom, cancer and this, and I lost someone. We'll talk about what's going on in the world and give our opinions on it.
And I think it's important to mention, and we're not just going to be sitting here every week as well, are we? We've got some good ideas to be going out and about and doing funny things and just trying to bring a bit of happiness maybe. I've actually got an idea in my head as well that I've not told you yet, but I had it yesterday, so I'll tell you about it afterwards. But yeah, it's just... I'm looking forward to the future of the podcast, because it has, since Series 1 has been and gone, that really was kind of not really much of a podcast. I don't think there was a lot going on, but it was no consistency to what we were talking about. It was all just trying to pick bits and bobs, like learning stages, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but where we're now sort of consistently doing it, we're chatting on a constantly basis. There's no sort of, oh, let's do this, no, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. We're kind of both on the same page all the time. So this series is where we're starting to get followers. It's where we're starting to get the listeners, you know, and obviously it's good for us to see that and hear that, because it gives us that confidence boost that actually we're doing something right. So,
and it gives us a kick up the arse to keep going. It's so easy. Oh God, well that episode didn't get as many views. Oh, that episode didn't get as many views. But you see a lot of people with the biggest podcasts in the world. Some of them went for 2-3 years, and they just carried on going.
yeah,
And that's what I want to do. Now this is quite. I wrote this down. And the real goal, Chris, is to become the UK's most honest podcast.
The UK's most honest
podcast.
I'm going for that, mate.
Maybe not the biggest, but it's going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's going to be honest. I don't want people on here with, like, they're just promoting their show reels.
Yeah.
I want people on here talking about the good days and the bad.
Exactly that, mate.
Because it's relatable.
Yeah.
And I want to keep saying the things that everyone's thinking, but no one else is saying.
We're going to be the real side of Instagram, I'd suggest.
Yeah.
You know, like Instagram's all bells and whistles, isn't it? You see everyone's amazing lives. We'll have the amazing lives, but we'll actually have the true stories that go beyond them as well.
And we want to do some stuff for charities as well. That's obviously, that's had to take a back seat because I've not been around. My head's been in other spaces. But I want to do a 24-hour podcast, broadcast. Live.
Just let me know what day that is, so I'll make sure I'm on holiday.
And we'll find
I was talking
somewhere.
for 4 hours last night, mate. My voice is nearly gone.
We haven't got to do it, do you know what I mean? We haven't got to do it like that. But there'll be people, we'll get guests on. We'll do it somewhere central so people can come, and we'll do it. And we'll raise money for charity. I've got a couple of charities in my mind that I'd like to raise money for, because I think they're good. And I think it's relevant to their sort of charities that me or you might need help with in the future.
Yeah.
Should anything happen. But I want to thank the people that have stuck around.
I'm glad you said that.
I want to thank the people that have stuck around. But there are a few people that have been with us since that first ever episode. When you were shitting your pants.
I do know a couple of them as well. Yeah, I mean, what a difference. How long have we been going? Has this been a year yet?
No, I think it was March.
March, was it? God, is that all it was? It was like about a year, 3 years ago, to be fair. But no, I know some people that have actually. I do know some people that actually have listened to the first episode, pretty much everyone. So you're right. It's like they're amazing. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even be doing anything, would we?
And share it. Do you know what I mean? If there's something that comes across and it like touches with you, then please share it because it helps us. I'm not begging you. I'm not begging for likes and views. I'm begging for people to share it and get the message out of what we're trying to do. Yeah, okay.
I'm a bit of a beggar anyway, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? But no, Ash is right, guys. You know, we do owe a lot to you guys. If we've started in March, we're still here today. Most podcasts give up after 4 episodes, so we're way past that point. But we do need your help. You know, we say it every episode at the end, don't we? We can't grow unless we grow with our audience, because when you start getting an audience, that's when the other platforms start paying attention. That's when brands come to us and we can do, if we get sponsorship, if someone says, look, I want to pay you to advertise on your podcast, and we get money coming in, then we can do more exciting things. We can do, because at the moment, everything we're doing, you know, I mean, it's all costing money rather than earning money, isn't it? So
that's what I was going to say as well. This podcast, they're doing it, hosting it. Obviously, the hosting platforms, they want money every month. I pay the girls to edit it every month. We pay for the electricity. I've bought the cameras. I've bought the equipment. I've bought everything. It's cost me money. There's no two ways about it.
I'll get my checkbook out before I leave.
I'm not saying it for that. It has cost me money. It would be lovely if a brand wanted to get behind us. Not just throw money at us, but get behind us.
Yeah.
Help us push it forward. Help us spread the word.
And to be fair, if anybody does come in early doors, and if it becomes a big podcast, obviously you're going to be a big part of that podcast going forward. So
exactly, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one for. It's not all of this podcast is not about the money for me. It would be nice, obviously.
The money side of it is just to help us do more things. That's the way I look at it. I don't give a shit. I don't need to earn 10 grand a month out of a podcast that everyone wants to earn. I use this as a bit of a therapy session for myself, and it's nice to come and just do something different and try and just help some other people. But it is that tiny little bit of money would help just to allow us to do extra things, wouldn't it?
Yeah. To do extra things and maybe help someone out that needs it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get someone in. Get better equipment. Get better cameras, and we don't even need it because I think it looks quite professional as it is. But just I don't know. It makes it a bit more real.
Of course it does. Yeah.
And it's more for the backing. We could get a decent brand on that are like, we want to back these. That's for me. That's the biggest thing that a brand would love to back us.
It's someone having belief in you, innit? That's what it is.
It's someone having belief in you. So, but the listeners that have stuck around, the new listeners, the old listeners, the people that come and go. I don't really fancy listening to an episode about bereavement because I don't. But the one about I'm going through a thing. So not every episode is going to relate to everybody. Of course it isn't. And we get that.
And nobody listens to every single episode of a podcast. No. I don't care what people say. If you pay to subscribe to a podcast, you still don't turn up every week.
No.
You know, like it doesn't happen. I don't care what anybody says. So. Yeah, we're just really grateful, guys, honestly. Very, very grateful.
Grateful. And if anyone's got any advice for us, if anybody's got any topics that you'd like to have our thing on, we're by no means...
Yeah, I mean, if Stephen Bartlett is listening right now, then feel free to hook us up and give us your top tips for a podcast, because we'd be very grateful.
I'm looking now at the data. I'm looking at this, trying to like trial and error. It's the same with everything in life. This podcast for us is trial and error, and you'll see if you go back to the first episode and then the next one, and especially this. We said it yesterday, didn't we, on the phone? This season, this series, and the girls that edit it. Yeah. I haven't had to touch any sound this week. I haven't had to do this because we're slowly getting better. We're tweaking little things, and some will work and some won't. But we love more listeners, wouldn't we, Chris?
We would, yeah. We're not buying them either.
I'm not definitely.
We're not those sort of people that are going to pay for followers and pay for listeners. So organic is the way.
Organic is the way. And like, if you've been through shit and come out stronger the other side, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Want to hear, even if it's in the comments. Some people don't want to talk about it. Just drop us a like. Just share it with your mates, and like, yeah, it would be. We would appreciate it. Massively. I think is what I'm trying to say.
Massively.
So
and you never know, your share or like or comment could point us in the right direction of one person to help. That's the difference. I say it on my lives all the time. Like 2025 is a shit year. Right? I don't care what anybody says. We're all everyone's suppressed. Everyone's depressed. We're all kind of taught to hate each other in this world at the moment. So just sharing a bit of love doesn't cost a penny. Doesn't cost a thing. It's literally like a couple of clicks of a button, and it could help somebody else out.
Yeah.
You know, I sell supplements, right? Supplements help people. If someone's on my live, I say to them, share the live to somebody that you care about, because if they've got an issue and I can help them out, you're potentially going to change that person's life.
Yeah.
It's the same with the podcast. And I'm not talking about changing our life, I'm talking about a listener.
Yeah.
Getting a relevant issue that they're dealing with that nobody else talks about that could change the way they think about their own life or something, you know?
Yeah. My old man used to say, the only thing you get to keep is what you give away.
Mm.
And that's like, he's been saying that for a few years.
Petrol. I give away a lot of petrol.
Yeah. But like in life, and like karma comes around, and I just want good karma. I want good karma in my life.
Yeah.
My old man taught me to love, live, forgive.
Well, I've said it on the podcast before, the one thing that I've always taught my boys is you treat people how you expect them to treat you. Yeah. If you live your life like that,
yeah,
I don't think you can go wrong, to be fair.
No,
yeah, you're going to get trod over by a few idiots, but you know you're expecting it, innit?
Yeah. So should we wrap that one up? That was a little bit about us.
Yeah,
about
it was a bit of a nothing episode, wasn't it? But I think it was like you said yesterday when we were talking about it, very important just to start again, just to show and tell the people that have now started listening over the last couple of weeks, because we have got a lot more listeners. I know you've gone from saying 3 listeners to 7. It's actually gone quite a bit up, quite a bit. So, it is a good idea just to let everybody know who we are and what we're all about.
Yeah. And even if it is 3 to 7, it's not. It's more than that. But even if it is 3 to 7, we'd still appreciate it, because we started off at that.
Yeah.
We started off with no listeners. We sat here with 0 listeners. And then after season 1, we decided, right, let's invest a bit of our own money and our own time and change the dynamic and change the setup. And I like this.
I love it. I think it's quality.
I think this is so much better than
I much prefer sitting up rather than lounging
around. I try and sit up. I need to sort of. So if you're a posture coach and you want to come on and help me with my posture,
you got one of those braces you can put around the strap.
One.
Get us a couple of them. We'll mention you on the podcast and we'll sit up nice and straight next time.
You mean a bra? You mean a bra?
I'm not at that stage yet, mate. Not at that stage yet.
But yeah. So everybody, I've been Ash.
And I've been Chris.
And this has been another whirlwind episode of the Untold Podcast. We have got the phone. If you want to get in touch, WhatsApp us 07511 272 459. Send your dilemmas. We could do like a, what was that thing used to be in the Sun? Dear Jane. Dear Deirdre.
Yeah.
Dear Ash and Chris. I currently found out that my husband has a thing with dogs and peanut butter. I don't know. Anything. Do you know what I mean? Get in touch.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah, there's that again. Toxic masculinity. I said my husband has, he's toxic masculinity. Anyway, sharp.
Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate everybody listening.
Thanks for listening. Like it, share it, subscribe. Hit the little button. What do they say on the YouTube? Do you know that 75% of people that don't listen to this podcast don't subscribe? So please subscribe.
Right, go away now, Ash.
All right, mate.
You're waffling. Take care, guys. Have a fantastic week.
See you next week.